All right, it's that time again, time for another Sunday video. And I'm thinking we do a do-it-yourself deer stand with a ladder. So let's get to it. So what we have right here is a trail that runs all the way down to this open area right there. I'm walking down this trail right here, and there's a third one that continues and goes all the way down into that ravine over there. So there's three avenues of approach. That one, the one that I'm on, and then the one that starts way over there and comes up. All of them meet in that centralized location right over there. Panning to my right, we're going uphill to an elevated position. We have these two trees right here. And if you look up, there's a perfect seat right there, ready-made. This skillet right here is going to replace the previous one. That was a 6-inch skillet. This one here is 8 inches across. We have a 6 1/4 base, and we have an 1 3/4 side walls. We also have that classic removable handle. It's exact same size as the other one, so it's a one handle that fits all. So you can carry both pans with you into the woods, and one handle if you choose to. Best part is, it fits inside the Corporals Corner skillet bag, just like the others, along with a 6x12 grill and a full-size spatula. Boom! The skillet bag and the big boy skillet are available right now. There's 100 dropping to my website. That link is in my video description box. Jump on them because they're going to go fast. So here's what I'm thinking. Build a bushcraft ladder, lean it against that tree. That allows me to get up into that seat right there. But how do we block the rain, sleet, snow, etc.? Being that these two trees are perfectly in line, all I got to do is run a ridge line from that tree to that one, do the tarp over top with the A-frame configuration, stake it out, tie it off to the trees in the distance over there. We're covered. We have 100% vision on that road, that direction, and right here. Most importantly, we're in an elevated position. I'll take it. So pretty much to prove to yourself that deer are using these trails, all you got to do is come down here, and yes, there's leaves everywhere, but if you move some around and you find one track, you can estimate the stride and actually come down here and look, and then here is another one right here. Move this out of the way and you can actually see there's the imprint right there. Let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to make our ladder. I'm using anchor line for a boat. Whatever rope you use, you want to make sure that it is static. There's no way it's going to stretch. And anchor line is very flexible. I can move it around, do different knots with it. It's relatively cheap, has a break strength of like 3,400 pounds. So for this application, for deer season, it should be fine. Can you use nylon webbing? Yes. Can you use other types of rope? Yes. Just check your tensile strength. Okay. Now with that in mind, we're gonna have 2 poles, and we're gonna do a clove hitch on this one, clove hitch on this one. This will be the halfway point of my rope. Wherever my spacing is where my vertical poles will be. I'm then going to run the line down that pole and create a series of half hitches all the way down. Same on this side. Where the half hitches are is where your rung is going to be. We're going to slide a log in there horizontally to our perpendicular poles and create our rungs all the way down. The first one I'm going to go around like that, and this one's going to be on top. The second one, twist it again, it's going to be behind. Now we're going to take this one and lay it on top, and now we have a clove hitch that we can slide over top of our pole and then pull it tight. And now we'll go ahead and take the excess, get them in line with our 2 verticals. Now we're running parallel, and we can start doing our half hitches. So looking at this is the right side. All I'm going to do is decide where I want my first rung. This part here is going to go around the tree. So let's put our first rung, let's say, right there. All we're going to do is come down here, take my material, we're going to go around. And this is one reason why you don't want to carry a 100-foot rope. Wherever I want that at, we're going to go underneath. Once again, pull our excess through. If we're working with a 50-foot rope, and then pull it down. There's our half hitch. We can slide a log in between here, a good 1.5-inch log for our rung. So from here, we're going to go around. And then back through. And then make sure we have a small gap in there. Check it. 4 fingers. If I had a 5th finger to be right there. Beautiful. And then we'll work our way down. To make this super simple, what we're going to do here is I cut a piece. Now you can try and make this OSHA compliant and be like, it's got to be 12 inches, center to center on the rungs. Or just guess and cut a piece, place it right there. And now I can put my thumb here and my finger. I know exactly where I want this piece to go around. And from here, all I got to do is take this same direction towards the outside, go around and then back through. Place our log back up there, see exactly where I want it, and there we go. And then we can work our way all the way down like that, or bounce over to the next one and match them, and then bounce back and forth. On the bottom down here, you can do an actual clove hitch. We're going to go around, and we're going to slide this thing through here. And then you can simply put an overhand knot in there if you want to as well. Or simply put an overhand knot there. Make an arbor knot. This way it's not going to slip, it's not going to loosen up. The excess you can just let hang there or wrap it around, put it back through. Pretty much at that point, it's dealer's choice. And then place it underneath, just like so. Whoa, don't look at that. That's a prototype. Corporal opens backpack, take 2. The beauty of this is now I have a ladder that I can move from tree to tree, and hopefully I'll be sitting right there. So I want to get this about 3 feet above my head. Well, 3 feet above where I'll be sitting. Probably right around this area here. So if I can get this wrapped around here and get up one more rung. There we go. And wrap this up here. Bowl in, pass it through. Put a toggle through that thing. And now I have a ridge line. I'm going to try and place this through that grommet. And now we got 2 guy lines that we can actually tie out in the front. And we'll move our ladder over there and do the exact same thing. So now we can pull this thing tight, make a loop, go on top, pull it through with a marlin spike hitch, pull it forward and lock it down. 2 down and 2 to go. So this setup right here allows me to actually sit on one of these rungs, or I can actually sit on the seat up here like we talked about. You just can't see me. So it is what it is. I can go right up on top here. I still have clearance. I can still see all down inside there where any deer would walk around that trail. Let me come down here so you can actually see me. If I can't see the camera can't see me. So there we go. So you can actually sit on one of these rungs. You can move that ladder further out at the base that way so the angle is actually greater. So my legs would actually be out here if you want to. And you can make this thing as long as you want. But the important thing is, if it did start to rain, I'm covered. I have complete 100% advantage because I'm elevated and I can see all the way down inside there. I'll grab the camera here in a minute and actually show you what I'm talking about. But I can look and see anything walking down that trail there, anything walking down this way, and God help them if they walk right down here. There's the top of the tarp, and there's that choke point right there that I showed you earlier. From that trail on that side there, and all the way along the bottom over there. So that's a good choke point right there, and it's probably about 30-40 yards from me, and in my opinion, if you miss that, something else is going on. And there you go. So this wind's getting out of control. Got another storm coming in here. It's gonna dump in about an hour and a half-ish, somewhere in there. But I wanted to show you something that was very simple that you could do. And you can do this for squirrel season, rabbit season, deer season, you know, whatever season you choose. It's an elevated position. Now, if your tree does not do that L shape, that's okay. Just find 2 trees, lean it against there, sit on that top rung, kick that ladder out a little bit, give yourself a good, you know, maybe 60 to 45 degree angle somewhere in there, and you can just rest your legs on it, sit up there 10, 15, 20 feet off the ground, or even further if you wish. And it's held together by 2 clove hitches that come down into half hitches all the way down to the bottom, and secure it off with an arbor knot or another clove hitch, whatever you choose, overhand knot. There's no way it can slip. Everything's locked into place. And, you know, my only, you know, words of warning would be, like we covered earlier, just make sure if you use dead wood, it's wood with a large enough diameter to support your body weight. You don't want to get up there with something that's half rotted and fall through it and drop 25 feet to the ground, then roll down a hill somewhere, and then it's survival for real. So just use common sense. And but the point is, you can place these wherever you want on your property and just take it apart when you're done, you know? And plus you're practicing bushcraft skills, which is always a plus. Now, real quick, we talked about our skillets earlier, and I've been saying this on Facebook and Instagram. It's going to be discontinued. That model will be discontinued right after Christmas to make room for something else. So if you're saving money to get one, you want to get them in time for Christmas, grab them now. 100 big boy skillets have just dropped to my website, along with 100 Corporals Corner cup and bottle sets. Grab them while you can. Once again, that model of skillet will be discontinued right after Christmas. So get them while you can. On that note, let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh, almost forgot, the backpacks. Black Friday, they're gonna be on sale on my website. Get on my email list and you'll be notified first. You'll be notified of specs, price, etc. 1 week out, then 3 days, then the day of. Here they are, boom, grab them. First come, first serve. So get on my email list at corporalscorner.com. Now, let's go ahead and get out of here. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in one spot. My website, corporalscorner.com. Please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. As always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field and have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.